Hi guys, my name is Isabella, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how I found out that I was 15 and pregnant. I'm currently pregnant with my second baby, and I am 21 years old, so this would take us back to 2017 when I had found out that I was pregnant in my pregnancy with my first daughter. So, starting back 2016, me and my boyfriend at the time had just started dating. We went to the same school, and he was actually friends with my sister's friends. So we had people in common. Um, I think back at this time, my best friend, it was time for her quinceañera. Um, and I remember she was telling me, like, girl, you need an escort or you cannot be in this quinceañera. Like, it's we'll find you one, but you need to also try and find one or you won't be in this quinceañera. So I remember like looking, and we were on Instagram, and I had seen my daughter's father's Instagram, and I'm like, hey, what about him? Like, he's super cute, he's really nice, he's funny. Like, what about him? And she was like, I mean, yeah, like, we don't really know him like that, but yeah. So I had DM'd him, and I said, hey, I hope you're doing well. At the time, he was no longer going to my school, so I just DM'd him, hey, I hope you're doing well. I have this thing coming up, and I was just wondering if you would be my escort. So of course he said yes, that he would be interested, and from then we pretty much started talking, dating. And so about a year later, we had already been very sexually active throughout our relationship for that year. However, a year later, we had just gotten back together after taking a small break, and I just remember finding out that I was pregnant. And this was not like the best time in my life to get pregnant. I was 15, turning 16 the next month. My mom had just gotten engaged a few months prior, and she was going to be getting married extremely soon. This was like not a good time. So it was about March 2017, and I remember one day I had come home from work, and I really wasn't feeling good, but I had kind of already knew what I had done previously to not be feeling good. So I remember I had gone up to my mom's room, and I'm laying on my mom's bed, and I'm telling her, like, Mom, I don't feel good. And I'm kind of going down the list of like basic pregnancy symptoms. And my mom's not stupid. She was born, like, she always likes to say she was born at night, not last night. So she's not stupid. She came into her room from her bathroom, and she looks at me and she goes, have you been sexually active with anybody? Girl, I was only dating one person at the time, so I don't know who else she thought it could be. So I said yes. And she goes, well, have you been using contraceptives, which is like condoms, birth control, anything like that? And I said, no. Ooh. And I just remember the look on her face. Her face dropped. And she goes, okay, then you need to go buy a pregnancy test. I was 15, and I had just started my first job in May of that last year. So I had money, but not like money like that, I really wasn't working that much. My first job was at Chick-fil-A, and at 15, they only schedule you one day a week. So I really wasn't making that much money. So she goes, okay, well, you need to go buy a pregnancy test. And I say, okay. Can you give me money for it? And she just looks at me and she goes, so you might be pregnant, but you don't have money to buy yourself a pregnancy test. Okay. So my mom takes me and she buys pregnancy tests, and the first one comes out negative. But for the ways to continue, I tell my mom, I'm still not feeling good. And so she continues to buy me pregnancy tests until one comes up, and it's a very faint line, but it's positive. So then I just remember having to like tell my boyfriend. And internally, I was for some reason very excited to tell my boyfriend because we were gonna have a baby. A baby was exciting to me. I was young. I did not know like everything that having a baby came with because I'm the youngest. But I was super excited to tell him. My mom, on the other hand, was not excited at all. She definitely was upset with me for about a month, maybe less. It was kind of just one of those things where she was like, okay, well, we're just gonna have to figure this out. My stepdad, my now stepdad, he was engaged and they were just newlyweds. So he's like, you know, we're not going to be the first parents to go through this. We're not going to be the last parents to go through this. All we can do is support Bella and this baby the best way that we can. So fast forward, all throughout 2017, I was pregnant. And in 2017 December, I ended up having my daughter, a little girl. We named her Alina Esperanza, and she came out 8 pounds 2 ounces 21 inches. And yeah, that's how I got pregnant at 17, how I found out that I was pregnant at 17, and how my mom reacted.